Choosing a long-term partner is one of the most significant decisions we make, and it's easy to stumble into pitfalls that can affect the relationship down the line. We're talking about building a life with someone, and that's not a decision to be taken lightly. So how do you know you're making the right choice? How do you avoid ending up with heartache and regret? Let's dive into some common mistakes people tend to make. Look, I'm all about giving people the benefit of the doubt, but when it comes to relationships, you gotta keep your eyes wide open. It's crucial to be aware and vigilant. Ignoring red flags is like stepping into a ring with a boxer and pretending you don't see the gloves. You're setting yourself up for a knockout. It's tempting to overlook warning signs, like consistent dishonesty, controlling behavior, or mismatched values, especially when you're caught up in the excitement or chemistry of a new relationship. The initial thrill can cloud your judgment. We've all been there, right? You're surrounded by friends who might even encourage you to give it a chance. You're head over heels and you think, it's not that big of a deal, or they'll change. You convince yourself that love will conquer all. But let me tell you, hoping problems will magically disappear is a recipe for disaster. You know why? Because hoping doesn't fix anything. It's like putting a band-aid on a deep wound and expecting it to heal on its own. These issues rarely resolve themselves without intentional effort from both sides. It takes real work and commitment. You're not a project manager in a relationship, you're a partner. Your role isn't to fix someone else's issues. And real partnership means addressing the tough stuff head on. It means having those difficult conversations and working through problems together. It's about mutual respect and understanding. It's about being honest with yourself and your partner. When you address red flags early, you build a foundation of trust and respect. You show that you value the relationship enough to work on it. So take note of those red flags. Write them down if you have to. Reflect on them and discuss them openly. Because a healthy relationship isn't just about the good times. It's about weathering the storms together and coming out stronger. Don't ignore the red flags. Face them head on, and you'll find that your relationship will be all the better for it. Remember, a strong relationship is built on honesty, effort, and mutual respect. Don't settle for anything less. Keep your eyes open, stay true to yourself, and never ignore those red flags. Listen, we're all visual creatures to some extent. It's in our nature to notice and appreciate beauty. We're drawn to what pleases the eye, and there's nothing inherently wrong with that. It's natural to be drawn to someone's appearance. A smile, a glance, the way someone carries themselves. These are all things that can catch our attention and spark an initial interest. But if you're basing a long-term relationship solely on surface traits, looks, status, charm, you're setting yourself up for a world of hurt. These superficial qualities can be alluring, but they are not the glue that holds a relationship together. It's like building a house on sand. It might look good at first, but the foundation is shaky. These things fade. A beautiful exterior can mask a lack of depth, and when the storms of life come, that house will crumble. Looks change, status can be fleeting, and charm can be deceiving. Time has a way of revealing the true nature of things. What was once shiny and new can become dull and worn. What happens when you peel back those layers and find there's not much else? When the facade fades, you're left with the core of the person. If that core is empty, the relationship will feel hollow. What happens when the initial spark fades and you're left staring across the table at someone you don't truly connect with on a deeper level? You need substance. Without it, conversations become forced and the connection weakens. You need shared values, common goals, and emotional maturity. These are the pillars that support a lasting relationship. When you and your partner are aligned in these areas, you build a strong foundation. You need someone who challenges you to grow and supports you through thick and thin. A partner who stands by you, encourages you, and helps you become the best version of yourself. That's the kind of relationship that endures. So look beyond the surface. Seek out the qualities that truly matter. Build your relationship on a foundation of trust, respect, and genuine connection. That's where true love resides. We live in a world of instant gratification. With just a few taps on our smartphones, we can have almost anything delivered to our doorsteps within hours. Social media feeds us a constant stream of updates, and online shopping makes it possible to buy whatever we want, whenever we want. We want everything fast, and we want it now. Fast food, express delivery services, and even instant streaming of our favorite shows have conditioned us to expect immediate results in every aspect of our lives. But rushing into a commitment, whether it's societal pressure, ticking biological clocks, or just plain old impatience, can lead to serious consequences down the line. The pressure to settle down quickly can be overwhelming, and it often leads to hasty decisions that we might regret later. It's like buying a car without kicking the tires or taking it for a test drive. You wouldn't make such a significant purchase without thoroughly checking it out first. So why would you rush into a lifelong commitment without doing the same? You might end up with a lemon. Just as a poorly chosen car can break down and cause endless frustration, a rushed relationship can lead to heartache and disappointment. Infatuation is a powerful drug, but it can cloud your judgment. The initial excitement and passion can make everything seem perfect, but it's important to look beyond the honeymoon phase. You need time to really get to know someone, their flaws, their strengths, their quirks, and how they handle the ups and downs of life. Building a strong foundation takes time and effort, and it's crucial to see how your partner behaves in different situations. How do they react when things don't go their way? Do they stay calm and composed, or do they lash out in anger? These moments reveal a lot about a person's true character. How do they treat others when they're stressed? Observing how your partner interacts with friends, family, and even strangers can give you valuable insights into their personality and values. These are the true tests of character. Patience is key. Taking the time to understand your partner deeply can prevent future misunderstandings and conflicts. Take your time, ask the tough questions, and trust your gut. Don't be afraid to have difficult conversations and address any concerns you might have. A strong relationship is built on honesty, trust, and mutual respect. By being patient and thorough, you can ensure that your commitment is based on a solid foundation, leading to a more fulfilling and lasting partnership. Conflict resolution. Let's face it, folks, conflict is inevitable in any relationship. It's how you handle those disagreements that determines the strength and longevity of your bond. If you haven't seen how your partner handles conflict, you're flying blind. Do they shut down? Do they become defensive or worse, aggressive? Or do they approach conflict with a willingness to listen, understand, and find common ground? Remember, it's not about avoiding conflict altogether. It's about navigating it constructively. You need to see how they fight, how they forgive, and how they move forward together. Because let me tell you, resentment is a silent relationship killer. The potential trap. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make is falling for potential instead of reality. They look at their partner and see a diamond in the rough, thinking, if I can just change this one thing about them, they'll be perfect. But here's the cold, hard truth. You can't change someone. You can't mold them into your ideal partner no matter how hard you try. You're not in the business of fixing people. You're looking for a partner, not a project. Accepting someone for who they are, flaws and all, is crucial. If you find yourself constantly trying to change your partner, it's a sign that you're not truly compatible. And trust me, that kind of resentment builds up over time and can poison the entire relationship. Don't lose yourself. Love should never come at the cost of your own identity. It's beautiful to compromise and make sacrifices for your partner, but neglecting your own needs is a recipe for unhappiness. Are you constantly putting their needs before your own? Are you sacrificing your dreams, your goals, your passions to please them? This kind of imbalance creates resentment and can lead to a loss of self. You end up feeling depleted, unfulfilled, and invisible in the relationship. Remember, a healthy relationship is about two whole individuals coming together, not two halves trying to make a whole. Never be afraid to communicate your needs, set boundaries, and prioritize your own well-being. Love ain't easy, folks. Look, love is a beautiful thing. It's the glue that holds us together, but it's not always enough to sustain a long-term relationship. Love might be the spark that ignites the fire, but you need more than just a spark to keep it burning. You need compatibility in the day-to-day. You need shared values, common goals, and a willingness to compromise. Do you have similar views on finances? How about children, lifestyle choices, religious beliefs? These are important conversations to have early on. Ignoring these practical aspects is like setting sail without a compass. You might start off in the same direction, but eventually you'll drift apart. The Checklist Conundrum. We all have a mental checklist of qualities we're looking for in a partner. But holding on to a rigid, idealized checklist can blind you to what's right in front of you. Nobody's perfect. We all have flaws, quirks, and imperfections. If you're constantly searching for that perfect specimen who ticks every box, you might miss out on someone truly special. Flexibility is key. Be open to the unexpected. Be willing to look beyond the surface and appreciate the unique qualities that make someone special. Remember, A relationship is about finding someone who complements you, not completes you. It's about finding someone who accepts you for who you are and challenges you to grow. Finding your forever person. Choosing a life partner is a big deal. Don't ignore the red flags, don't settle for superficiality, and don't rush into anything. Take your time, trust your gut, and never be afraid to walk away if something doesn't feel right. What do you think? Any of these hit close to home? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on notifications to stay updated on future videos.